and now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Hurts throwing right away. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Gibbs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times now when you go into a game, do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got Watkins on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Man on the outside is Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, Lions nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. The Lions now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. To throw is gone. He's got this complete to Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they had a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 36 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here we go on 4. Goff. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. How do they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down?
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break here. Goff escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of its coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
But first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. ETN bringing in another one. Touchdown, Eagles. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24.
The score, Eagles 31, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He was looking that time for Jameson Williams. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! And Ross St. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Lions get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Goff looking to throw. Complete at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Eagles 38, Lions 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff, he finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're... Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He fights it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about it?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick-6. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Shoves him aside. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Hurts. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 17. To throw is gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff looking for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now looking to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
He's got a man, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Philadelphia, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.